Yo. Today we're going to be looking at all of the prices of Prime Warframes. Before I show you them though, I have to do a quick disclaimer. These prices are subject to change in the future, although not by a lot. So like if you're watching this like a month, 2 months, 3 months, 4 months into the future, you can expect these prices to be fairly similar, but not the exact same. Now before you look at all these prices and be like, oh my god, I gotta screenshot this and come back to it and stuff, don't worry bro, I got the spreadsheet for you in the description. Click on the link and then save it as a copy so that you can edit it. Alright, so once you click on that link for the spreadsheet, make sure to save it as a copy and it'll make it editable to you. Alright, so here we go. How you're gonna want to use this thing, you're gonna go on warframe.market and make a want to buy post. That's how you get the prices at this cheap. You're gonna want to go onto warframe.market. Right, here we are at warframe.market, and I'll show you guys my profile, but this is slightly unupdated, so ignore the prices. But yeah, like this is super this is completely out of date for the energize, right? So ignore that price 100%. But this is where it used to be, bruh. These prices changed so much. Yeah, I was making over 150 per energizes. But what's energize at now anyways? Buying for 800, selling for 835. So like there's a 35 plat margin on it, bro. There's a higher plat margin on some warframes sometimes, bro, which is insane. Let's look at Vobon right now. 127 to 140, bro. It's 20 platinum margin right there, right? So how do I get the prices for these, right? Well, I start with the buy. So I start by going to a warframe, right? We're gonna see, like, for example, as Prime, how much would I be willing to buy for? Well, realistically, you might be able to get a set for like 50 to like 75, but I'm not gonna put the thing at 50 to 75 because I think I'd be willing to spend up to 95 for sets. That'd be fair. So anywhere from like 60 to 95. 50 is a little bit low. I'm not gonna lie, only 4 people or only 5 people trying to buy Ash Prime. That's kind of crazy to me. Like, damn, bro. The markets are kind of, or Warframe market kind of quiet right now. I mean, for certain Warframes, but that's because of how many Warframes there is, right? A little bit of a tutorial. All of the ones on the left here, they're color coded, with the gold ones being vaulted, the blue ones being currently farmable, the green ones also being farmable through Prime Resurgence. Nyx and Valkyr are farmable through Railjack permanently, and then Nyx and Volt come through Borrow Katir. Sevagoth is the newest Warframe and currently the best thing to farm. I mean, Revenant's the most recently vaulted. Alright, so that's the color coding. You can see what is best to farm. Sevagoth best, Octavia second best, Ember third best, and I have not updated the Warframe market competitive sell price yet. You can see how things have changed over the last like month. I don't think I released a YouTube video last time I updated this, but I'm pretty sure it was about a month ago that I updated it. These are the Warframe market competitive selling price. Things that are vaulted, they went up 5 to 10 to 15 platinum. Things that are farmable, they went down 5 to 10 to 20 platinum. It's pretty much just things that are vaulted goes up, things that are farmable goes down, minus Valkyr and Nyx, even though they're farmable through Railjack. People don't do Railjack enough for this to make a difference. I mean, Revenant's the most recently vaulted. Sevagoth is the newest Warframe. Yeah, looking at all of the prices, I cannot say that I'm surprised. Pretty much nothing has changed. Look at this, you guys. Look at how many vaulted Warframes we have compared to farmable Warframes. We're gonna ignore Valkyr and Nyx and just treat them as if they're vaulted because people don't farm them enough, okay? Actually, no. You know what? To be fair, I won't even include them on either count, okay? We're only gonna be counting the vaulted stuff and the unvaulted stuff and just fully ignore the Nyx and Valkyr. Alright, we have 30 vaulted Warframes. There's 11 total Warframes that are farmable. Out of those 11, 4 of them are resurgenced and 7 of them are newish, right? Because like out of the 7, the 7th one isn't going to be the newest. If they only release them every 3 months, then that's a year and 9 months ago, right? Like that's a long time. Some of the cool features that I have added to this is that when you add in your stock here, it changes colors. You can change this if you really want to. All you have to do is come right click it. Actually, I'm pretty sure if you select all, right click, come over to view more cell actions, additional formatting. And here we have all of the different rules that will apply. So if the cell is empty, it's going to be white. If it's equal to 0, we're going to have this pink value. Anywhere from 1 to 9 is yellow, 10 to 100 is green, 101 to 200 is blue, 201 to 300 is purple, another, and then black. So yeah, you can change all these things. You can change what the text looks like. So you can change all these rules if you want to spice things up, set yourself some goals, maybe put some danger zones in place too. Like for me, this is a danger zone for me. If I have this many of any Warframe, like that's too many. Anyways, also this is like some of my stocks. So for example, this is what it might look like once you have done yours. Let me just copy in the new prices since I didn't do that. All right, so once you put in all your stock, it's going to do the math for you, and you'll be able to see how much value you have in all your sets. And then at the bottom, it will combine it down here, so you can see what your value is for all your sets combined. Now here is where you type in how much platinum that you have on your account, and then it'll combine it with your total estimate value for your full total estimate. And then if you want to do some extra fancy math, like imagine, right, you plan on selling 20 plat or 30 plat higher, for example. That's a fair example. If you're going to be selling slightly higher than all of these prices on Warframe Market's competitive selling price because you're selling in trade chats, then you'll end up looking at a lot more platinum. As you can see, almost 100k more just for an extra 30 platinum on these sets. But yeah, it takes forever to sell this many sets and to buy this many sets. So don't expect this to be like a goal where you should be getting 300 sets or some shit. I'm trying to skim down on sets. My goal right now is to get over 100 of every set, but not over 200. So like anything over 200, I'm like, all right, well, I'm willing to sell these for like 80 to 100, pretty much. Like, sure, the price says 80 to 200 right here, right? These are all guidelines, and the way that you should use these guidelines is like, for example, if you have one set, it's your last set, or it's your last trade of the day, and you still have another 5 hours before trades reset and you plan on playing the whole day, you might not want to sell it for 70 because then you're out of trades. So you might not even want to sell it at all, right? But if you do get it sold, you want to get a nice big profit, so offer 175 at that point, right? These prices, you should be thinking about like that, right? You want to stock up on these sets for as cheap as you possibly can, obviously. So here I would make a price, I would just make an offer for 72 or 70 or 75 because people like round numbers, right? That's what my advice would be for getting an Ash set. And then for selling it, I would price it at 100 when I have 33 trades because I'm MR 33 and I have so many trades. And then once I'm down to like 15 trades, I'd probably sell it at around 200 because it's a pretty rare set. I mean, dude, actually, realistically, since I personally only have 17 sets, I'm never gonna be selling Ash for that cheap. But for every other Warframe, right? Okay, every other Warframe that isn't, that I don't have a low amount, even Gara, even Gara, I'd go up. I'll be willing to sell her for like 75, 70 if I have maximum trades left, right? So these should be guidelines. It shouldn't be like a goal for you to go and buy sets at like 90, 60, 60, 30, and then try to sell them for 250, 175, 175, 75, and then get upset when nobody buys them for 5 minutes. Like, bro, these prices, you're not going to see a sale for hours. Like, you can post in trade chat for hours and people will not message you, but eventually they will, right? Eventually they will buy it because there are people who like to overspend in the game, people who have jobs, people who mathematically for them it makes sense for them to spend $50 on the game to save 15 minutes in the game, right? And that might not be logical for most of us because we're not rich, or we don't have like really well paying jobs like them, but for them it's mathematically sound to spend money to save on time. So in order to provide them the service, we need to be patient to find them, because there's not that many people who are willing to pay for that luxury premium service of saving as much time as possible. They will go in trade chat and they will say, you know, I want to buy something, let me scroll through, they'll see something that they like, they'll message the person to buy it, and if the person doesn't invite them right away, they'll go looking for the next person, or they'll post a want to buy and then accept the first offer that they get because they have 2,000 platinum on them that they just bought with a coupon 75% off, and they're loving the game and they want to give back to the community. So don't feel bad when you're making some profits, but also don't try to scam, bro. Like, there's a specific thing that Warframe deems as a scam. A lot of people might tell you you're a scammer because you're overpricing or some shit, or you buy for cheap, or you sell for high or whatever. They might say, oh, your prices aren't fair, you're scamming. That's not what a scam is, right? A scam is when you tell somebody you're gonna sell something for a certain price or a certain item, and then you go and you put in something else into the trade menu and try to trick the person, try to make them think that they're actually getting what they're getting by putting in something that's similar, like Gara and Garuda. Also, people make the mistake, so just because somebody gives you Garuda instead of Gara, don't think that they're trying to scam you. Just pay attention to what's in the trade menu, let the person know they put the wrong thing, and they'll fix it. There are definitely scammers out there, and don't scam because it's against the rules. You get banned. We don't want any scammers on it. I'm not trying to help scammers, bro. I'm trying to help people who are legitimately trading. So even though these prices might seem a little bit wild, a little bit unhinged with a 2.5x multiplier, these are supposed to be guidelines, supposed to be goals. This is like a dream price to sell it at that. You want to be selling like 1 out of 10 of your sets at the top price. 1 out of 10 is you're doing amazing. The majority of the sets will be selling in between, right? So like for something like, for example, Nidus, 100 would be fair, right? 100 pretty good, 125, 150, that's totally fair. Like 150, you might not sell that many sets, but 100, you'll be selling a ton of sets. You might sell sets so fast that you can't even keep up. For example, I only have 4. I ain't gonna lie, I got stuck up on some of these sets. Yeah, if you want to be able to see all the Warframes at once, you can F11 and click view full screen. So if you have 2 monitors, you can put this on your second monitor and you don't need to alt tab out of the game because you can see all the prices. Although you could alt tab out of the game so you can change your stock and post and stuff like that, you know. For selling, by the way, I don't think I mentioned this, you're not selling on Warframe Market, bro. These are trade chat sales, bro. Like, obviously at the very bottom, 170, right? The bottom prices, sure, you could probably sell them on Warframe Market because these are Warframe Market competitive selling price at the bottom, but anywhere like closer to 250, 175, these are trade chat prices. Like, and just because you're in trade chat, don't expect that you're going to be getting these prices, right? Like, people will not offer you the most platinum on these sets, right? They're going to offer you the bottom. They're going to offer you 100 or 90 even. Right, they're gonna lowball the fuck out of you. You gotta bargain with them. You gotta be like, hey, listen, I'm willing to go down to 70, but that's as low as I can go. I wanted 100, but you know, at 70 seems fair. You want 50, you know, I want 70. Right, this game is an open market game. There's no set prices on things. The players determine the prices, so bargain and try to get the best deal you can. But if you don't want to bargain, you don't have to. You know, sometimes I don't feel like bargaining. I just don't. I say, listen, I'm only selling it for this much, no ifs, ands, or buts about it, and if they say no, then I go about my day. Simple as that, right? Don't stress over people saying no, because people will say no all the time. What you want to do is just focus more on getting progress done, right? So for me, like, there's 2 ways you could do this. If you're going to be actively trading, you want to be open, you want to have trade chat open, you want to have a copy paste message posted in trade chat every 2 minutes, plus you want to be having a filter on for want to buy, in my opinion, at least. I mean, sure, you could go unfiltered if you're like cracked out or some shit, but I would say just put a filter for want to buy, and then you'll be able to see what people are wanting to buy and then message them directly. Eventually your eyes will be get better at filtering stuff out too, if that's all you do is want to buy, because a lot of people won't want to buy Rivens and other stuff, so you have to filter out all the Rivens and stuff with your eyes and only focus on people who are trying to buy Warframes, and only Warframe sets, not a single part. Never sell a single part. Selling single parts is how you get scammed. I mean, it's not really a scam, but it's how you kind of rip yourself off, right? Because if a single part, if a Warframe's made of 4 parts, the rare part is going to be worth like 60% of the price or something. The common parts are going to be worth like 10%, and then you're left with an extra like 10% or something, somewhere around there. But the main thing is that you can probably get these rare parts for cheap. You can get each 4 of the parts you can get for cheaper. right? So if you scale things down, but the problem is that what people do, right, is they buy each part a single part. Buying 4 parts to make a set is 5 trades if you're gonna sell that set for profit, right? So if the goal is to make profit, you don't want to be using 5 trades for 1 profit trade, right? Because you end up going through so many trades. What you want to do is minimize your trades. Buy full sets, sell full sets. Buy a single part that will complete a set, sell a full set. So if you're farming and you're only missing a single part, you can just buy the single part and then you'll have a full set. But if you're gonna be buying the sets, I would highly recommend not to buy parts, single part, one at a time. Obviously, if people are selling in bulk, you might be able to get like 6 parts per trade, which would be better than getting a set, right? Because a set is 4 parts per trade, but only if you can get all 4 parts. Anyways, this video was supposed to just be about the prices, and it ended up becoming like how to trade more, like more of a guide. So yeah, I hope this video was useful to you. If you want to see more tips and tricks about trading, and if you want to hear more information about Warframe and stuff like that, subscribe, leave a like, let me know in the comments below what you want to see, and I'll try to work on that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Holy shit, we've been recording for 34 minutes. I'm gonna cut down as much as I can, but bro, who knows, this might be like a 20-minute video at the end of the day. There's just so much stuff I feel like I needed to say. Like, I feel like that, I don't know, there's just a lot of context behind these numbers that I wanted to give, and I wanted to give tips because, bruh, I keep on getting comments where, how does this guy have 300k? And I feel like I gotta teach people how to get 300k too, because like, shit, I'm free to play, right? So shit, I feel like I gotta teach these free to play players how to earn that platinum just like me. Anyways, love you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. Hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe and like for more, and peace.